Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing part 2 of my what's new in makeup / Sephora haul. I'm so excited to go through these items because again, I never open anything or swatch anything until I haul it for you guys. And also, I don't know what it is about this time of the year and around like September, October, it's when like everything's releasing and I just go on huge shopping binges. And I keep saying that it's because I'm doing the like try on makeup tutorials, but really I think I'm just making that as an excuse to shop. So there might even be a part 3 that's going to be coming up. So whenever you become a VIB member, I believe it is, if you spend $300 at Sephora, they do actually send you a 10% off coupon. So I just got that in my email and I'm like, okay, maybe there was a couple other things that I needed too. So anyways, before we get started, if you're new, then welcome to my channel. Make sure before you leave, you do not forget to subscribe down below. That way you're notified for future videos from me. I post twice a week. So I post on Sundays and Wednesdays, and then I throw in a couple bonus videos here and there. But yeah, I'm very excited to show you guys everything that I picked up. And also, if you're wondering, I did change my background yesterday. Me and Snow, my boyfriend, we worked on it for like a pretty long time. So I hope that you guys like it. Let me know if you can tell a difference. We did change some settings on my camera, so give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I did try to simplify and just put most of everything in the Sephora bag. It's so funny because you look at how much you spend and then you look at the box it comes in and you're like, how did all that money fit in that box? Okay, so first thing is Makeup Forever came out with some new HD setting powders, and these are pressed powders. I picked up the shade number 1 and number 2 because I wasn't sure exactly which one I would be. They look pretty big online, but they're actually a little bit smaller than I thought they would be. So here's what the packaging looks like. And this is the shade number 1, and this is just an HD setting powder. I don't have a ton of setting powders. The one I've been using lately is from the drugstore, but I wanted something that's just very like finely milled, and as you can see, this one's going to be super translucent and just very light on the skin. There's like a second swipe. And that's kind of what I want. I want something that you can't really tell is there, but it's going to set my makeup and kind of lock it in place. So that is the shade number 1, which is just like a white translucent color. They also have shade number 2, which is more of a banana shade. I thought this would be really good too to be able to set my under eyes with. And this is the shade number 2. As you can see, it's like a very banana yellow color, and we'll swipe that on the hand. I love how thin these are. They are super finely milled, and I think that they will look really pretty on the skin, just as like a nice dust of powder for setting foundation, because you definitely don't want something that's like cakey or too much. So I think these will be really nice. And again, they're going to be coming up in tutorials, so you'll get to see them in action. Okay, next thing's a lip product, and this is from Makeup Forever as well. This is the New Artist Liquid Matte Lipstick, and I have been seeing these everywhere, all over Instagram. All the shades are so beautiful, and I heard that the formula is really nice. I picked up shade 203, and it's kind of like a pinky purple color. I wanted to just pick up one shade to see how the formula is. Ooh. And oh my gosh, I think I'm going to love it. Again, that shade 203. Everyone's been saying it's a very comfortable formula, and I think they have 6 total shades. So if I really like the formula, I'll probably be picking more up. And again, that is shade 203. Very excited about that, and it swatched really nice as well. It felt like comfortable on my skin. Another thing that came out in the lipstick world is the new Buxom Plump Line Lip Liner, and here's what the packaging looks like. They came out with quite a few shades, and I've actually tried this on today underneath my lipstick, and so far I really like it. So it is a very thick pencil, as you can see, and it just says Buxom. One thing I think is very different is it comes with like a lip smudging brush on one end, and then the other end is the pencil. So here's what the pencil looks like, and it's a very like thick pencil. So I really like this because it was very easy to like color in my entire lips. And the shade I got was Dolly Danger. So right there is Dolly Danger swatched. Really pretty color, and really excited to start wearing some of this stuff. Okay, next thing I picked up is from NARS, and this is their new Soft Matte Concealer. And oh my gosh, I just cannot wait till you guys see a tutorial. I actually filmed one last night, and I included some of this in there. So here's what the packaging looks like. It's just in a pot type package, and here's the color. I did get the color Custard because that's what I wore in the other concealer that they came out with, and I do really like the shade. As you can see, it's like super full coverage. and I'll swipe it on my hand so you guys can see. So there's that shade Swatch, but again, that's the color Custard. Okay, I picked up quite a few foundations. So the first thing I grabbed is a couple of the HD foundations from Makeup Forever. I really needed those for my kit because I have a ton of like weddings and proms and everything coming up in April. And the next thing I picked up again was very influenced by Jaclyn Hill's haul that she did. And this is the Josie Marin Vibrancy Argan Oil Foundation. I saw her rave about this so many times and I was so curious. I really want something that's going to give me like a very luminous, like healthy skin glow for every day. So here's the packaging. The packaging's super pretty, very colorful. And I got the shade Electric. And I love how the pump actually has like a little teal pump on it. Okay, so there's what that looks like whenever you pump it on the hand. It might be a little bit too dark, but it does look like a very like dewy foundation. And it looks like it's, I mean, pretty full coverage. I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, pretty full coverage, definitely. Okay, next foundation. I was just very curious about this because I love the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is a new foundation they came out with, and this is the Power Fabric. I saw so many like rave reviews about this, and people said that they really, really liked it. I actually used this in the tutorial I filmed last night, so you guys will see that on Wednesday on how it applied. But here is what the bottle looks like. It's supposed to be a very long wear foundation. I think it's set up to 16 hours, very matte, very full coverage. And the first thing that I saw in the reviews, something like way better than the double wear, so I was like, okay, let me try it out. Okay, next couple things are products from Becca. And I just kind of went in different sections of brands that I want to try stuff out from, and just, you know, had a lot of Makeup Forever, a lot of Becca. This video is like not sponsored by them in any way, but anyways, they came out with the new First Light Priming Filter. And it says it's an instant complexion refresh. And here's what the packaging looks like. I saw a lot of people talk about this, and I also picked up a backup of one of their other primers that I really like. So I just wanted to try this out and see if it was anything comparable to the first one. Here's what the packaging looks like right there. So it says this is an instant fix for a bad face day. It's a new pick-me-up priming filter. So I think it's supposed to just make you really glowy and like kind of refreshed. Let's see what it looks like on the hand. Ooh. So yeah, it's definitely the purple color when you pump it out. Oh yeah, I mean, I can definitely see once you like rub it in, that it definitely like gives your hand like a very like healthy glow. I don't know if you guys can see. So I'm definitely excited to try that out. Then another repurchase is the Backlight Priming Filter. I'm sure you guys have saw this before, but I'm almost out. When it first came out, I was really into the primers that were like very skin smoothing, like the Makeup Forever one. And I didn't really like this one because it didn't do anything with like your pores and stuff. Then once I got into more like luminous glow for my foundations, I retried it and loved it. But that is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This is really good if you're wanting to glow with your foundation. And I'm really excited to kind of see how it compares to the purple one. Then last thing I got from Becca is the Luminous Perfecting Foundation. I'm sure you guys can see a trend. I'm trying to go for like a very glowy looking healthy skin look, and I got the shade Beige. Oh, I forgot, this is one that you like drip. Ooh, I definitely looked up the shades and tried to get a pretty light shade. This is the shade Beige. Is this the one I ordered? This does not look like it is going to match me at all. Oh my gosh, so much for looking up swatches online. I guess I'll be saving that for summertime. I need to look at my receipt because I really don't feel like I ordered one that was that dark. Okay, and the last thing from Sephora is going to be the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow. And here's what the packaging looks like. I'm sure you guys know what these are because I feel like everyone's talking about them. My aunt actually had me pick her one up, and I asked her if I could use it, and I tried it on last night. Needless to say, I'm just gonna have to order her one, and I'm just gonna have to keep this one. The color that she got, or I guess I got now, is called Smoky Storm, and it's just a really pretty, like, kind of like darker gold shade. These dry so fast. You definitely want to work really fast with them if you're gonna try to blend them out. But I just cannot get over how pigmented they are, and again, how fast they dry, and they aren't like really messy at all. Okay, so that was the stuff I got at Sephora. And then also I did have a couple packages come in. I asked you guys if you wanted to see them swatched and everyone was like, yes girl, show it in the video. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm gonna swatch these for you guys. Okay, so the first package actually came from Pure and Octoly, and they sent over pretty much all of their like lipsticks and lip liners. So we are going to swatch all of them. I've worn like 2 shades and I've tried on a gloss so I can kind of give you guys like first impressions. So here is the bundle of lip liners, and these kind of remind me applicator wise of the Smashbox ones. So here's what the packaging looks like. Again, it reminds me a lot of the Smashbox. You twist the top off and then you just roll up the bottom to get more product. I will say that these are easier than the Smashbox ones. I got a whole set one time around Christmas like 2 years ago, and they're kind of difficult to roll up. So obviously you have a see-through one which you cannot see, so I'm not even going to try to swatch that. Okay, so here are all these. So the first one, you have Power Trip, Teddy, Tutu, Vamp, Low Key. Low Key is definitely my favorite. You guys know the shades that I like, and this one I'm all about. But yeah, these ones, they are very smooth, creamy. They apply really well, and I do really like them. Okay, the next was Velvet Matte Lipsticks. I feel like these are a little bit tricky because these shades on the box look a little bit different than how they are in the tube. Like here's kind of an example. As you can see, the tube's like super bright and the color's still really pretty, but it's a little bit lighter. And I'm pretty sure how it works is there's like a matching lip gloss for lipstick. Okay, these are like a velvet texture. I do think the name Velvet Matte is very true to how they perform. They remind me of the ones that Tarte came out with kind of a while ago. They're like a moussey type formula. So that one's called Innocent. This next one's called Obey. This next pink one is called Obsessed. The next one is so dark. It reminds me of, dang, I'll leave it down below, but there's a shade by MAC, Diva, that I used to love. And it reminds me of that one. And this one's called Duddy Wine. And there's that shade right there. Then 3 more colors. We have FBF, which I'm assuming stands for Flashback Friday, but I could be wrong. It's more of like a very unique kind of brown tone. Okay, next shade's Ever After, and the middle shade right there is Ever After, kind of like that pinky purple tone. And then the very last one's called Addiction, and there's that one again. That one's called Addiction. So what I'll say is I believe I wore these 2 shades to work, and even though they are like a moussey type formula, they did wear a pretty long time. I completely ate lunch and like my breakfast, and the girl I work with was like, oh my gosh, your lipstick's still on. It does not stay like completely opaque throughout the whole day. I will say like when I got home, it did kind of like wear down a little bit, but I did really like the wear because it was very comfortable. It was not drying whatsoever, but they don't just like stay completely on like this all day long. They do kind of like fade out in color a little bit. So that was a very long wear test. I think I was at work for, it was like 10 hours that day. It was a long day. So yeah, if you've been looking at these, I did really like the shades that I wore. I cannot attest for the dark shades. I haven't tried those out yet, but just from the ones that I have wore, they did have a pretty long wear time. Okay, the last ones are the Chrome Glaze Lip Glosses. And I will say this formula is a little bit sticky. I personally prefer more of like the Anastasia ones. But if you do like kind of a sticky type lip gloss, you would really like these. And they are really pretty. And they're very, very opaque as well. Okay, first one is called Smarty Pants. This is going to be gorgeous this summer. Okay, next one's called Heartbreaker, and it's that really pretty baby pink. The next one you have, and again, see kind of the same ordeal with the packaging and the tube. They do look very different. I think this one would look really pretty over that like kind of very different brown shade in the lipsticks. And this one's called Squad, and there's Squad right there. Okay, the next one's called Arm Candy, and this one definitely has like a very like sheen kind of like glittery look to it. And there's that one right there. It's so pretty though, and I love how many shades they came out with too. I'm really excited to start wearing these, and I don't like mind a little bit of like a tacky type lip gloss. It's just not like my first choice. Next one's called DIY, and it's a nude, so it's a little hard to see. It's right there. And then the last one's Rebel. This one's so pretty. Like it's that super dark vampy color. And again, I love that they came out with matching ones. And right there is Rebel. yeah, those are all the colors for the Pure Velvet Mattes and the lip glosses and the lip liners. And again, thank you so much to Octoly and Pure Cosmetics for sending me those to try out. The thing I got is from Colourpop, and I showed this to you guys on Snapchat, and that's when y'all were like, yes girl, swatches. And this is their, I think it's called basically the Spring Monochromatic Collection. And whoop, here's kind of what everything looks like. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to swatch this for you guys. I've already used the eyeshadows and everything, so stay tuned for those in a look coming up. First thing, which I was so excited about, is the Pressed Powders palette. And this has their first ever pressed powder blush. So here's what that looks like. Really pretty, like Nectar spring colors. Oh my gosh, I've not swatched this. Ooh, look at that. And then they have a pretty like Nectar type yellow highlighter. So there are those two swatched on the fingers. See how they apply. Oh yeah, really pretty. There are those right there. Super pretty. Oh, I'm excited to wear these. Okay, then they came out with some more eyeshadows. So I was actually online and I knew that the collection came out, but it came out on Friday and it was a really busy day at work. So I planned on buying the eyeshadows and I was like, well, should I wait till they like put out all 3 phases to get the eyeshadows? I was not expecting this package, so when it showed up yesterday, I was so excited because I was almost about to go ahead and order it. So here's what the eyeshadow palette looks like. And here's a close-up for you guys. These colors are so pretty for spring. And they are so pigmented. I actually used them in a look yesterday. And whenever I got them on my eyes, I was like, oh my gosh, what was I getting myself into? They are so bright. So here's what these 4 shades look like right here. Super pigmented is what we're used to now with the Colourpop. Like, look at that shade right there. So pretty. And the end shade is like hot fire. Oh my gosh, look at that. So there are those 4 swatched up close. So you can get them in the palette, but buy them individually. I think they're $5 a piece. And if you get the palette, I think it's $18. So you do save a little bit by getting the palette. And it comes with a palette. So they also came out with some lippy sticks, some cream lip stains, and some lip liners. So let's go ahead and swatch these. There's one color I saw swatched from Trend Mood, and I am very excited about it. So first thing you have are 2 lippy sticks and 2 lip liners. The first color is called Oversized, and it's like a bright orange. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. So right there's Oversized. Then the next one's Faded, which is what I'm most excited. Oh my gosh, look how pretty. I saw this online and I was like, girl, I got to order that lipstick. Oh, and they have a new formula and it is so bomb. It's like way creamier than the lippy sticks before. Okay, so here are those, and then that's Faded and then Oversized. So gorgeous. Then the 3 satin lip stains that they came out with, they're all like peachy nude. Okay, first one's called Exaggerated, and that is Exaggerated right there. The next one's Likely, and it's more of a nude shade. I like don't have my glasses on, I almost cannot see these. There's that one right there. That one's probably my favorite. And then the last one's Jacquard, and this one's like the brightest one. And there's that swatched right there. I did have somebody leave me a comment on my last video saying that, you know, when they know that I'm like calling PR stuff, they don't really want to watch because they feel like they see everyone else show it on Snapchat. And the thing is, like, I understand that people do see other YouTubers get a lot of stuff, but you know, I'm still really new to getting packages in the mail, and I'm like so excited that I want to share them with you guys. So these are the 2 like single eyeshadows that came too, Savage and Cutouts. So yeah, I hope that you guys don't mind. That's why I kind of like try to put some of this stuff at the end that's PR. But again, I just get so excited. Like, I want to like show it to you guys and like celebrate with you guys because I get so excited when stuff comes. It's just so new to me, and it's still like, you know, just, I don't know, I'm just so thankful. And I feel like, you know, when people show stuff on Snapchat, that goes away and then you can't see swatches. And like, I know Tarte sent out a ton of PR packages with their new like double-sided, one's like a lipstick, one's a lip liner, and I could not find like swatches hardly anywhere. And I know so many people swatch them on their Snapchat. That's why I like to show stuff where you guys can go back and really look at the colors and like pause it, and you don't have to like decide within like a 24-hour period if you want to get it. So there are those 2 colors swatched right there. The matte one is the Cutouts, the other one's Savage. And it's kind of hard to see the Savage color. Might be the lighting, I'm still trying to work on that, but it's really Really pretty. And it might be because my hands have stained from all these like orangey colors. Last couple things in this collection, they came out with a pressed blush. So here is the blush. Oh yeah, really pretty. Look at that pigment. The blush is called Drop of a Hat. Do you guys see how pretty that is? The next one's called Going Rogue, and this is a pressed eyeshadow. Okay, so there's that swatched on. Okay, then you have Going Rogue. You have a peachy shade. My hands are like stained from all these swatches. And then the last one is called Flipper. Oh, that one is really, I kind of ruined it, but that's Flipper. Do you see that? And there's Flipper swatched. That one is like so unique. But honestly, on the hand, it's kind of like glittery. I don't know if I'm really into the glittery. Okay, so here are those shades swatched. Okay, so anyways, that is going to complete this haul. I know this one's probably another long one, and like I said, there's going to be a part 3. There's also a big thing that Colourpop sent over with like their nude lippy sticks, and again, they are a new formula because I've already worn them. They're really a lot creamier. I feel like before some of the lippy sticks were a little bit drying, but these are very, very creamy. So if you guys want me to include swatches of those in the next haul that I do, let me know down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let me know if you like this new like setup that I have going on. I'm still getting used to the lighting and stuff. So yeah, anyways, I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.